Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Orpa, and today we're going to talk about a topic that I see constantly online, and that is how to make a girl miss you. If you have spent any time on YouTube, TikTok, Reddit, Instagram, you've probably come across tons of videos or posts titled things like, what to text to make her miss you, or what to do after no contact, or how to make her regret losing you. These kinds of videos always get a ton of views, and they do well because they speak to a real emotion: heartbreak, confusion, wanting someone back so badly that you'll do anything to do it. I get it. Maybe that's why you clicked on this video too. But this is where I come in, and I think we really need to pause and ask ourselves, why is this what we are so focused on? Why are we obsessing over what to say to a woman to make her miss you? Why are we spending so much time thinking about how to get someone to feel a certain way instead of focusing on how we feel, or how we're growing, or what's actually best for us? And that's exactly what I want to talk about today. Not the gimmicky stuff, not the mind games, but the real truth about what actually makes a woman miss you and why. Ironically, the best way to make her miss you is to stop trying so hard. So the first thing I want to cover here is this obsession with making her miss you. It's not helping. Let's just get this one out of the way. The entire idea of trying to make someone miss you is based on control. It's rooted in a need for external validation. It's hoping that if you say the right thing, or act the right way, or ignore her for just long enough, you'll finally trigger some emotion that pulls her back in. But here's the thing. Anyone can trigger a temporary emotion. That's really not that hard. What's hard is building something real, something that is meaningful, something rooted in genuine connection, not manipulation or reverse psychology. So many of these videos and tips are just recycled tactics that prey on desperation and insecurity. Don't text her for 12 days. Post yourself with another woman. Act like you're happy even if you're miserable. That's not emotional maturity. That's a fake performance. And if a woman does end up missing you because of some act or some game that you're playing, it's probably not going to be sustainable anyways, because deep down, we all eventually see through that. Women know when you're trying to get a reaction out of them. And I hate to say it, but more often than not, it's just going to make a good woman roll her eyes. The next thing I want to discuss is what actually makes a girl miss you. So now that we've covered what doesn't work, let's talk about what actually does. Because yes, it is possible for a woman to miss you, but it happens for a much different reason than most people think. A woman misses you when she feels the absence of something valuable. Not just someone who disappeared, not someone who ghosted and played a bunch of games, but someone who actually brought something meaningful into her life and is now no longer there. It's not necessarily the silence that makes her miss you, it's the substance that was there before the silence. Did you make her feel seen, safe, inspired? Did you have depth, purpose? Did you challenge her in a good way? Were you consistent, emotionally present, and reliable? If the answer is yes to any of those things, that's the kind of man that a woman is going to miss. Not the guy who suddenly stops texting to create mystery. Not the guy who fakes being over her, but the guy who genuinely lived his life with integrity, showed up fully, and then moved on when it wasn't reciprocated. That's the guy she misses. The next thing I want to talk about is chasing versus letting go. Here's a truth that a lot of men need to hear. You don't get missed by clinging. You get missed by letting go. When you try to make someone miss you, you're still emotionally tethered to them. You're still sort of orbiting their world, and that's obvious, both to her and to yourself. But when you truly let go, when you stop checking her story, stop wondering who she's talking to, stop replaying every conversation in your head, that is when your energy will shift. That's when you return to your life, your goals, your growth, your sense of peace. And ironically, that is when a woman starts to feel the difference. Because here's what happens. When a man who used to care deeply stops orbiting, we notice. When the emotional door quietly closes instead of slamming shut with drama, we start to feel it, and we start to reflect. Now, not always. Not every woman will come back. Not every woman should come back. But the ones who do, sometimes it's because your absence finally created the space for clarity, and not because you tried to manufacture that reaction out of her. Now, whether you choose to let someone back in or not is up to you. And we have to leave room for nuance here. I have done videos on why people come back into the picture, if you need a sort of clearer explanation on this topic. The next thing here is you've got to stop the fake performance. Let's talk about social media for a second, because I know a lot of guys fall into the trap of trying to signal their worth online. The gym selfies, the vacation shots, the fake fun with girls that you don't even like, the new me sort of posts. It might feel powerful in the moment, but again, it's a performance. It's not healing, and she can probably feel the difference. She's not going to miss the version of you that's trying too hard to prove something. She's going to miss the version of you who was genuinely kind, thoughtful, funny, passionate, whatever it was that made you, you. So if you're going to post, do it because you want to, and it's authentic, because it reflects your real life and your real growth. Not because you're hoping that she sees it, not because you're hoping for revenge or to get a rise out of her, or to prove something that probably isn't even true. The next thing I need you to know is that her feelings are not yours to manage. This is a mindset shift that I think every guy needs to hear. Getting someone to miss you should never be your goal because it's not something that you can force. It's not your job, and it's not your responsibility. It's her experience. If she misses you, it means something about her own reflection. It's about her process, her realization, and that can only happen if you're not trying to steer it. Trying to manipulate someone into missing you is like trying to force someone to fall in love with you. It doesn't work. It might look like it works temporarily, but it's not real, and it probably won't last. So instead of asking yourself, how can I make her miss me? I need her to miss me. I need to get her back. Whatever it is that you're telling yourself in your head, instead, I want you to shift, and I want you to ask yourself, how can I improve my mental, emotional, and physical health? How can I become more confident, grounded, and secure in who I am? How can I create a life that feels fulfilling with or without her? How can I start seeing my own value and not relying on her to validate me? I really want you guys to hear this and understand it. When you live your life with intention and purpose, you naturally become more magnetic, not just to your ex or to the girl who rejected you that you're trying to win back, but to everyone. And if someone from your past starts to miss you as a result of that, cool. But it's a byproduct, not the whole point. The reality is when a man is genuinely at peace with himself and his life, that is when people start to feel the weight of his absence. Not when he's chasing, not when he's performing or plotting some master plan to make her miss him. So that is all I have for this one, guys. If you liked it or found it helpful, be sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more videos like this one. I would also love to hear from you guys down in the comments. Did you resonate with anything that I said in today's video? Did this help you see things a little bit more clearly? Have you fallen victim to the videos in the past of text her this to make her miss you? Have you seen those videos online? I would just love to get a conversation going down in the comments. I have just personally seen so many videos like this lately online, on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, you name it. I've seen it on there. And I wanted to offer a different perspective that I think could actually be a lot more helpful than, again, falling into those tactics and mind games and tricks. I just don't think those things are helpful long term. And I think they often put you in a really bad mental state that's not going to end up being helpful in the long run. So let me know what you think down in the comments. As always, thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you all next time.